Welcome everybody. I'd like to welcome you into my home and into my kitchen. Today we are in for a treat. We are going to be making a very great recipe and I'm very excited to have you guys here for it. I would like to get to know a little bit about you all. Can you tell me your name there?
Isaiah.
Isaiah, and how old are you, Isaiah?
6.
6? Wow. And your name, Miss?
Corey.
Corey. Nice to meet you, Corey and Isaiah. Again, I'm very excited to have you both here today to be my demonstration people, and we're going to be making one of these great recipes. My name is Jill Festini, and again, I'd like to welcome you here. I'm going to hand it over to my assistant. She's gonna tape for us. If anyone needs to use the restroom throughout this demonstration, they can be found over here on the side hallway. And if for some reason we happen to have some sort of equipment malfunction or any sort of emergency, please just remain calm and I will direct you to the proper location. And there also are some refreshments there behind you guys. If you'd like anything throughout, please feel free to enjoy them. At the end of the training, the learners are going to be able to make a berry ice cake. And again, this is a very great recipe. It's very easy to make. I'd like to provide you both with this handout, which is going to list the different ingredients needed and the step-by-step instruction on how to make the cake. So you guys can go ahead and take that for yourselves. You can take it home if you'd like. And I promise at the end of this demonstration, once you try this, you guys are going to want to run home and make this. And personally, I've lost count on how many times I've made this recipe. Like I said, it's a family favorite. Everyone always asks if I'll be bringing it, and when I show up, their eyes light up, and before I know it's gone. I could probably make this thing with my eyes closed, to be honest with you. That's how many times I've made it. So, do you guys like dessert?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys make any kind of desserts at home?
Brownies.
Brownies? Cool. Do you like Oreos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever tried a golden Oreo? No, this is going to be one of our key ingredients in our recipe today. So, like I said, you're in for a treat. And this recipe only calls for a few key ingredients, and you just want to keep in mind that sometimes you might have to make a couple different stops to a couple different stores. Sometimes they don't have everything, whether it's the fresh berries or sometimes the whipped topping. You just never know, they might be out, which I've ran into a couple times. And you also want to keep in mind that this recipe does require at least 4 hours of refrigeration, and preferably overnight refrigeration. So it's just not something that you can whip together and serve immediately. So you want to keep that in mind. So I'm going to go over the needed ingredients and the kitchen utensils, and we'll go ahead and get started. So you are going to need your golden Oreos, like I said, as your key ingredient. You're going to use 2 packages of that. You're going to need 2 packages of an instant pudding, 2 containers of Cool Whip. You want fresh sliced strawberries and some fresh blueberries. And that's pretty much all you're going to need there. And then I'll go through our kitchen utensils quickly. We're going to use a 9x13 pan. We're also going to need a couple spatulas, a whisk, a large spoon, a knife, some measuring cups, a small bowl, and a strainer. And the layering of this icebox cake is what makes it so special. It's really just a perfect cake and with the perfect presentation. So let's begin. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's get started. So first you're gonna want to put together your pudding. Today we're using a vanilla pudding. So you want to go ahead and measure out 2 cups of milk. Then you want to go ahead and add your powder in there. Then you want to go ahead and give it a good whisk. Usually you could use a hand mixer if you'd like on this step as well. You want to go ahead and give it a good mix. You can also use a large bowl if you'd like, but for timing purposes here, I'm going to do in 2 separate containers. That way it's easier to divide. I found it's just easier to keep them divided using 2 separate containers for this. And you can also use a cheesecake pudding if you'd like. That's actually what the recipe calls for, but I prefer vanilla. You could also use a French vanilla if you prefer. And this is also one of the ingredients that it's good to get your ingredients when they're on sale at the store. The non-perishables, I should say, like the Oreos and the pudding. It's really good to pick those up at the store when they are on sale and keep them on hand for the next time you want to make it. So like I said, you just want to go ahead and stir that up, make sure it'll set for you. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the fridge for a moment. I have another one ready to go for, again, timing purposes. So I'll let that one set. We'll take this one out. Then you want to go ahead and pour a little bit of milk into your extra bowl here on the side. And you just want to quickly dip each of your Oreos and layer the bottom of your pan. So you kind of just want to give them a quick dunk. And you can kind of just grab pretty much as many as you can grab at once and just give them a quick dip, layer the bottom here like so. And this will get them the nice texture that you want. It'll help get them nice and kind of moist, I guess is the right word I want to say there. Let me grab a napkin. Then our next step is you want to take your spatula and you want to go in with your first half of pudding. So you go ahead and just spread that across the top there. Try and make it as even as possible along the top of your Oreos. Go ahead and get the edges in there good. Okay, perfect. Next, you want to go in with your strawberries. You want to do a layer of strawberries on top. And I went ahead again, and these berries have all been pre-rinsed and pre-cut, again, just for timing purposes of the demonstration. Alrighty, beautiful. Next, you want to go in with a layer of Cool Whip, and the key step here is you want to make sure that this is nice and soft. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to spread. So then you want to go in with your layer of Cool Whip, spread that across the top, like so. And again, the layering is what really makes this cake really special. And it's not necessary, when you serve it, you don't really serve it in slices. You kind of almost just go in with a scoop, honestly, because it really will not slice into pieces. So there you go. You've got your first layer of Cool Whip there. Next step, again, you want to go in with your Oreos. Again, quickly just dipping them into your milk. Once again, go across the top. Kind of just fit them in where you can. Alrighty, and then we're going to go in with our second layer of pudding. I'm going to grab it out of the fridge for us. There we go, it's nice and set. Grab my other spatula here. Go ahead and layer that one across the top, like so. And you can also use right now I'm using a glass 9x13 pan. You can also use a throwaway. It's good if you're going to a cookout or someone else's house to just kind of use a throwaway pan. That way you don't got to worry about cleaning it up, and it's just kind of simple. Then you want to go in with your blueberries. You'll do a layer of blueberries. You want to go ahead and reserve a third cup for the top. So same thing here. Just go ahead and just do a layer of blueberries across the top, like so. And the same thing with the berries. I mean, there's different, you can use organic berries if you'd like, or really any berry will work. Today we're just using just typical regular berries I got yesterday from Meijer. Now again, we're gonna go in with our Cool Whip topping. Again, like I said before, you really wanna make sure this is out and set. And that way it makes it very easy to spread. There we are. Perfect. You want to get it around the edges. There you go. And that will complete the layering process of the cake. And then you're going to go ahead and use your reserved strawberries and blueberries here and put them across the top. And sometimes I like to make a little design on top, and I'll go ahead and do that. Since it's red and blue, we can go ahead and make a American flag. So we can go ahead and add blue stars like blueberries up over here in the corner like that. And then if you just go across with the strawberries, it will give you the effect of an American flag, which is pretty cool. And like I said, this is a really great summer dessert. It requires no baking. I tend to make this a lot around the holidays for 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day, things like that. And like I said, everyone just loves it. It's really great. I really think you guys are gonna go home and enjoy that. And there you have it. There's our finished product. That's what your cake will look like. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. This particular container actually has something that does snap right on top. So you can go ahead and close it. Or you could use foil if you're using a different pan that does not have a top. And then you want to go ahead and place it in your refrigerator for 3 to 4 hours, and again, preferably overnight. And that is our finished product. Do you guys have any questions on how to make anything?
No.
No questions? Okay. Well, that is the presentation. Again, I hope you guys will enjoy this recipe. It is great for children and adults alike. I want to thank you for both being here again today, and I do appreciate your time. If you want to go ahead and give our lookers on, give a wave. And again, thank you both for being here today, and I want to thank everyone else for watching. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.